I was in the Air Force from July 2nd, 1997 to February 22nd of 2007. I was a B-52 crew chief. I got to be a part of Operation Iraqi Freedom, Operation Enduring Freedom. It feels awesome to have been a direct part of that. After my enlistment was over, I worked at the airport for a couple years working on commercial airline. And when the opportunity came to work at Randolph doing civil service, there's no way I was passing it up. The environment is just awesome out there at the 12th. Unless it's medical reason, I don't want to quit from that place. I love working out there. My commander, Huck, presented me a bullet and he told me this was to go on a hunting trip. I had no clue.
So when we were approached by Hometown Heroes, they were looking for a member of the 12th that we felt was deserving, a great character, served in the Air Force. He had deployments and he's also faced with a severe medical condition, which is why we kind of targeted Rene for this.
I was taken to the hospital in November 2021 because I was having a couple bad migraines and extremely high blood pressure. They did a CT scan and they found that I had a 5.9 centimeter mass in my head. They removed the mass and about 3 weeks later, the neurosurgeon called me and told me that I was diagnosed with stage 4 glioblastoma brain cancer. I was expected to live 10 to 12 months, 2 years if I'm lucky, so really not a great outlook.
I reminded him of all the times that he encouraged his son, who has a prosthetic leg, to get up and keep going after he fell. He had to do what he was always preaching. Just keep going, keep fighting, keep fighting.
I've been doing MRIs every 3 months and all my results have been coming back negative, which is great. I went for my 3-month follow-up in February, and right before I went on a TDY, I got the news that they found something starting to grow again in my brain. So to go on this hunting trip prior to surgery was really like a, like I don't know if I was gonna be able to do this again with my dad, in case of after surgery. So I'm glad that we got to do this. I'm glad that he got to go and do this with me.
I may get emotional. I apologize. Anything that has to do with my hero moves me. But I was blessed and fortunate enough to accompany him and be with him in his little world when he needed me.
He's the one that introduced me to hunting when I was about 8, 9 years old. He was with me with my first kill. And I felt like this was an awesome way to give back to him too, for everything that he's done for me and my sister. He's always been there for us no matter what.
We were contacted by Hometown Heroes Outdoors organization about a hunt that we had donated access deer to, and had been in conversation with Preston for several weeks to orchestrate and get it all put together. We loaded up, we had 2 buggies, and we proceeded to just showcase the property a little bit. Very fortunate for us, within 15-20 minutes of our operation beginning, we found the targeted animal that I had picked out weeks in advance. We worked our way around and were able to put a shot on an absolute stud of an animal. Taco put an exceptional shot on him.
Good shot.
And it was a moment to remember. The expression on my son's face is one that is in my mind forever.
I just had surgery on May 2nd. They removed the tumor that was there. I'm feeling pretty good about recovery so far. So, as long as I, just keep a good positive mental, state of mind, then I think this recovery will be good.
To take people out you've never met before and to be able to give them something like this, it lives with you forever.
I was very shocked and surprised of the recognition. You know, how can there possibly be a group of people that are willing to do this? This event will never ever be duplicated. It is very touching.
So this is yours, brother.
Thank you.
I'll tell you what, well earned, well deserved.
I'm very thankful. I'm very thankful that this trip was able to happen and that these awesome individuals made this trip happen. I'm extremely thankful. Thank you very much.